worst dressed. It might be me.
Oh, mate, you look dapper today, mate. That was your best year on, you said.
Oh.
Worst dressed. Try to think. This is where you're going to struggle with me. My memory's terrible. I think nowadays most of the players are terribly dressed. You know, they used to wear tracksuits all the time, didn't they?
Aye.
I remember we used to wear shell suits years ago. Remember them?
Aye, the shell suits, I love them, man.
Aye. He's made a career out of shell suits, the big one up there. Shell suit Bob.
Oh, there's loads of them. John Colquhoun, very good friend of mine, but couldn't do a warm-up without moaning.
Aye.
Couldn't play a game without moaning.
What a player, but
He was a good player, man.
Brilliant player, brilliant guy. But what a greeting-faced wee bastard. There's been quite a few. I've played with quite a few tough lads over the years. Who would I want to back me up? Big Roddy McDonald, maybe. He used to look after me when I first came into the Hearts team. Him and Sandy Jardine. And Roddy was the kind of enforcer, you know. So I think he went on to be a policeman, I think, if I remember correctly. But he'd be a good one to help you in a tough situation.
Big Roddy.
It's very difficult, eh? Very difficult.
It's weird because I can't imagine Craig Levein ever going, that guy's handsome, man.
Most of the players that I signed weren't handsome. I know, I'll pass on that one as well.
Anyways.
I think there's a few boys got accused of that at different teacher's pet, but I tend to like most of the players that played for me. Some I didn't. The low maintenance ones were high output, the ones I really liked.
Aye.
And maybe John Suter or Peter Haring in this most recent Hearts team would be the two that would be accused a little bit of being teachers' pets.
Aye.
I had a guy at Hearts first time round as a manager called Jean-Louis Valois, who was a complete fruitcake, but he was unbelievably skillful. I don't know where he is now. He's probably sitting holed up in France somewhere drinking a bottle of tequila or something like that.
that well-known French drink, tequila.
I'm going to have to say Tony Watt. I think when he played under Robbie, oh, it's dreadful.
He likes his computer games, doesn't he?
Aye, he's like his PlayStation, I think.
Aye, I really liked him. You know, I thought he was a lovely guy, but I think the spark plugs were only working in the morning. Honestly,
A morning guy.
Oh,
Plus, he's been up all night playing Call of Duty. PlayStation.
Big Elvis, I think, was a bit like that.
Really?
Aye. Christophe Berra, seemingly.
Aye.
I think Christophe's a wee bit tight. I'll have a think back and maybe add a couple more in at the end.
You don't need to fire everybody under the bus, man.
Wee Kenny Black, maybe. Wee Blackie was always up to something. He was one of those who would hide fish in your car somewhere, and honestly, terrible.
Aye.
Terrible. But he was a funny guy.
That's a Mace pass question in it as well.
Aye, everybody passes it
I
up.
need to be careful. I'm just trying to think of who's got divorced and I can name them. Best I've ever played with. That's a hard question. I mean, I played with lots of really good players in the national team, obviously. I think John Robertson will need to get a mention. I mean, without doubt, the best goal scorer I've ever played with. And I maybe Costy would complain about that, but because I've played with him. But I think if Robbo had played in a top team, he'd have scored even more goals than he did. So
Definitely.
There was
definitely.
always talk of him signing for Celtic every year. I remember it. There was always talk of him signing, but I think he would have been our Ali McCoist if we had have signed him.
and he just in training sometimes he was just unbelievable. You know, he could score from anywhere, both feet. And although he's a small guy, he scored a lot of headers as well. So I mean, he was just an unbelievably good goal scorer. You can see that every day in training. So he's probably not the most skillful I've played with, but he was probably the most effective. And guys like John Colquhoun were immensely skillful as well. I probably think he didn't get as far as I thought he would in his career. He played for a lot of good teams, but I think he had more skill than what people thought. And who played against?
Who you managed?
Who I managed? I mean, John Souttar's had a terrible run of bad fortune with his Achilles injuries. That's him had 3 now. But without those injuries, I'm absolutely certain he'd be a regular. I think he's got the quality to play in the Premier League in England and in the national team. He's played a few games for Scotland, but I just think he's been terribly unlucky with injury.
Definitely.